I was watching TV the other day, and this show comes on with these religious fanatics, and they were crazy. Well, you would think they were crazy if you didn't understand their culture and their religion. See, that's just the thing. See, they were worshipers of idols.
The priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean.
Worshippers of idols.
They hid their arms from my Sabbath, and I am profane among them.
Worshippers of idols. And they took things to extremes. They painted their bodies, they wore these ridiculous costumes, they chanted, they danced, they even made sacrifices to the idols. But they had built these enormous temples to worship their idols in. It seems like their entire existence climaxed into this one scenario, this one over-the-top act of worship. Idol worship. It's not only golden calves anymore.
Now here is some more news. Whether you admit it or not is irrelevant. There are two types of people in this world. There is what we call the ruling class, those who run everything, own everything, control everything. And then there's the rest of us. So when we talk about government, we're talking about the ruling class. Now there are smaller bubbles and smaller ponds with the ruling class, you know, at their Mecca. But the fact of the matter is, when we say, oh, you're my public servant, no. Yeah, the public servants, they're servants, but not for us. And every politician, regardless of who the politician is, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or Lorena Bobbitt, or what's that, Marjorie Taylor Greene, it does not matter who the politician is. No politician is going to do anything for you unless it benefits them. Before they do anything, the politician is going to ask, what's in it for me? How does it benefit me? The only way the politician is going to help you is if they have something to benefit from it.
Yeah, what's your name?
Alondra.
Alondra?
Yes.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Why you're going around recording? It's only because there's children around. They aren't allowed to be recording.
That's not true, but I'm not recording them. This is public.
But actually, he is recording
Yeah.
children.
Okay. Do you want to speak to my director?
I don't need to speak to him.
That's not going to help.
Actually, I got written permission. It's right here. Bottom paragraph. Written permission.
Okay. Do you mind if I show this to my director?
I'll take it. I'm just showing you that.
Yeah, and can I ask you why you're going around recording? Again, because
I'm just a member of the press.
See you recording children, that's something that's allowed.
I would just tell them at that point, just be like, hey, listen, if you don't want your kids recorded in public, don't have them come here. Do you have cameras in there?
We do.
So you know I could file a public records request and get the footage from today, yesterday, any day I want? It's publicly accessible.
We can discuss it with my director.
Yeah, we've got another stupid one that watches too much YouTube. So first off, he is ignoring the fact that FOIA is a request. It is not a guarantee that you're going to receive that footage. Secondly, that footage is more than likely going to be redacted, the identity is protected, and the face is blurred. Third, that YouTube has a privacy policy for children, specifically where you are not allowed to post a child without parental consent. If you do it, your video can be removed and you can be given a community guidelines strike. Too many of those, and that will remove your channel. Beyond that, the fact that frauditors continue to compare fixed security cameras, closed-circuit security cameras that do not broadcast online to their videos is laughable. They really don't have the critical thinking skills to understand they are not even remotely the same thing. You're comparing apples to potatoes. They are not the same thing. When you enter a building, again, you give implied consent to be on that footage. Children cannot give consent at all, so when the parents bring their child to that community center, they are giving consent for them to be on that footage for security reasons. They are not giving consent to some asshole with a camera that wants to wander in. And then put
how economics works. They say they do this because they care about poor people, but that's clearly not true. These are the laws of unintended consequences. There's a great meme out there that says when you raise the fast food minimum wage to $20 an hour, then this is your brand new fast food worker, an awesome new worker that you just plug in, and they work for free for 24 hours and work for years for you. It's like actually the best deal ever, and never talk back. This is what your McDonald's worker now looks like, and it's going to get worse. Here, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. McDonald's kiosk, table service, touchscreen order kiosk coming to all U.S. McDonald's. That's right. So be prepared. This is your new McDonald's worker in your brand new era of fighting for the lower classes, libs. Great, just a wonderful job.
Okay, now this was in California where the minimum wage went up, but McDonald's intends to do this everywhere. This is not the result of people demanding a higher minimum wage. No. The managers and the owners of McDonald's, they're going to try and screw over the employee regardless. They're looking to replace and automate employees regardless. This is in every single business. It does not matter whether the worker is getting a fair wage or bum wages. Regardless of anything or regardless of what the employee says, the employer is looking for a way to automate and replace that employee. It doesn't matter what the wage is, doesn't matter what they do, but they're saying, see, you asked for more money, so we're going to fire you. They would have fired him anyway. That would have happened regardless. It's going to continue to happen regardless.
And today we got to talk about a prison inmate in rural South Georgia, Glenville, Georgia, which is, by the way, where Shannon Sharp is from. He was able to get his hands on a gun inside of the prison and take someone's life. Now, prayers out to that person's family and may they rest in peace. The inmate who did this also took his own life. So you know what that's called. I can't really say the exact term on YouTube because they will try to flag me for it. But you understand what happened. He took the person's life, then took his own life with that gun and nobody else. But the question is, how do you get your hands on a gun? I mean, I've heard about quite a few things getting inside of a prison. Drugs and all kind of random food not supposed to have. But a gun? Aren't there metal detectors?
Okay, the question, he's asking the wrong question. I used to work in a jail in Georgia. Okay? Security is pretty lax, and hell, half of the deputies are ex-inmates. At least over half. Over half of the police in Georgia are ex-convicts Or actually, they're probably still convicts, just haven't been caught again. But over half of them have done time. The question is, how come this doesn't happen more often? I mean, and whenever we have an incident, it never gets fixed. And whenever there's a school shooting, it never gets fixed, and the same principal still has a job. You have a school shooting, and the principal and the superintendent have job security. No shit, asshole. What do you think things go to shit? And they're not doing anything for anybody. Education has gone down the toilet. Security is not... Anthony Brian Logan, I think you're a great guy, but let me ask you a question. There are so many ways to get a gun into a jail, it's not even funny. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. Same thing with an airport. How would you get a gun through TSA? That's pretty damn easy. Okay? I'm not going to say how, because we got enough crazy people as it is. But I used to work TSA also. It is damn easy, and you got a problem, and nobody is interested in fixing the problem. And another problem is with these frauditors.
That's insane, my page. He's not friendly, my page.
Just need to ask you what you're taping for.
I don't think I have to tell you, but I'm just doing a video, sir.
Okay, but this is private property, so...
I'm not on private property. I'm on the sidewalk, sir.
So can I ask you why you're videotaping us?
I do...
This is one of those managers that supports the frauditors. Does he do so intentionally? I don't know, but he is definitely supporting the frauditors. Even when they feign not supporting frauditors, they support them. There's your problem. There's your weak link in the jail. There's your weak link in TSA. There's your weak link in the public schools. It's the managers. And when something goes wrong, they need to be fired. And here we have a jackass manager allowing the frauditors to come around and roam around and do what they want.
Stories, and I sell them in Iraq.
You sell stories in Iraq?
Russia, Ukraine, North Korea, Yugoslavia, all over the world.
So
worldwide.
So you're doing a story about what?
I've gave you too much information already. Who are you, by the way?
I'm the director of security for the building.
What was your name?
My name's Joe.
Joe, it's a pleasure, Joe. They call me Eli.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll just explain to you why it's a concern for us.
I can answer that question. You got a yahoo with a camera. That would always be a concern.
Anybody taking surveillance of our property, I would want to know why.
I understand.
So.
I understand, but you guys are taking surveillance as we speak, right?
I mean, we are.
Right? You are surveilling the public, right? So if there's any issue, you are recording as well for your safety, and I record for my safety as well. So everybody should be even Steven. No problem at all. I'm in the public. I'm not in your property.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're taking video of our property, right? So I'm asking what the reason for.
Well, the reason is because my guy over here started talking to me, and then he told me to wait, to stay here, because he was calling somebody.
You lied.
And
You lied.
Are you recording me?
You lied. I record you too. I'm gonna put you to the police, motherfucker.
And look at Joe.
What a language.
What the hell you doing, Joe?
Wow.
And notice how he just neuters the security. This guy should be fired right now. I ought to have his ass whipped and then fired.
You have brass balls, Eli, talking about somebody's language with all the F-bombs you dropped in this video. I left one in, but anyway, what the hell is wrong with you?
And that's how you educate your people? To talk to the members of the public like this? Call me a mother and record me with your private phone? On duty?
You duty, you can duty, yeah? Record my ass. You want me to record?
This is the professionalism we have in this building, my peeps. What's the name of your security company? Because I will find out, sir.
You have got to...
I will find out.
You have got to record the frauditors.
So please. What is wrong with you guy, bro?
And of course he gives up all the information on his employee. Of course he does. Listen, if you're working anywhere and a frauditor comes, you've got to record that frauditor. And no, he does not get your phone. Entitled, in spite of what he may tell you, no, your phone does not become his property just because you recorded him.
What is that? He's not friendly, bro.
So
I'm just trying to get to that. So you were just commenting on your tape, and then he said something. That's why you got.
Yeah, and he keeps. You saw. You was a witness to his behavior. So that's why I'm still here. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Instead of saying hi or just not.
And he will testify against the guy. Yeah.
And what did Eli say? He's giving his son a tour of the city. That's bullshit. He's giving his son pointers on how to become a frauditor so he can make some more money.
Stay away from him, bro.
That's his son.
Stay away from him.
The guy in the back with the funny hair, that's the son.
Stay away from him, bro. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay there, don't move. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Yo, what? Yo, stay away from my. Yo. What you doing, bro? Stay away from him, bro.
Don't fucking touch me.
Stay away from him.
Don't fucking touch me.
Stay away from him, bro. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay there, don't move. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Yo, you see him? You see him? Do you see him? What are you doing, bro?
Don't record me. If you're going to harass and provoke people for clicks and views, you have to be prepared on what may happen. And now Eli is going to depend on these other guys to save his sorry ass. Yeah, serve him right if he got a beat down right there on the sidewalk in New York City. And who would care? Happens.
And Joe, the security director, gets physical with one of the subordinates. This guy Joe is useless. And the fact is, the frauditor got physical with the guy. There was a physical confrontation. I'm surprised he didn't use pepper spray or a gun.
So this is a place of business, and the customer, if you're not a customer, you can sit up there.
I can go wherever I'm allowed.
Do you have a waiver?
No.
What will you use? What will you use your film for?
For whatever I choose to.
Will you be getting ad money for it?
I don't know.
Well, if you choose to get ad money for it, then you need to get a consent from anyone who is in your film.
Oh, really? I have a question for you. Have you ever looked this up? Hold on. I want you to do a search on these.
I'm not going to do a search right
now.
No.
Just, you'll see what I'm talking about.
So
if you do a Google search on.
I'm not going to do that right now.
Glick versus Dunphy, and also Fordyce versus Seattle. Those are both federal cases that say we can record our government.
So that's different. So,
unlike Joe, this person here has a set of balls.
Are you any different than the Department of Licensing?
So there are distinctions in case law, and so I haven't given you permission to use my name, my likeness, to make ad money off of those, any of those. And if you put it, yes it does, and if you put it online, I'll just ask to have it taken down on privacy rights.
Go ahead and take this. Fordyce versus Seattle and Glick versus Dunphy.
I know my rights.
Okay, check these out.
No, I know
because
my rights.
You're a government employee, are you not?
You don't own me.
I didn't say that. I said, are you a government employee?
I own my name, my likeness.
You're a government employee.
I own my name.
You're a government employee.
I own my likeness, and you can't make ad money unless you have my permission.
I love this woman. I absolutely love this woman. She is the final boss for frauditors. And he isn't going to win. He is going to be game over here in a little bit because she knows her rights. She knows that she is entitled to privacy on a private platform. And this is something that no frauditor wants to admit. They are not entitled to make money off of other people's images. Period. They're not. No matter how much they want to whine and bitch and cry about it, they're not entitled to that. End of discussion. I don't understand why this is so complicated for people to understand. You are not entitled to anything from anybody. We live in a society filled with entitlement. You're not entitled to that woman's image. You're not entitled to make money off of that woman. That's all there is to it. Go be an entitled little bitch somewhere else. It does sound like this frauditor, and from what I can see in the reflection on the, what do you call it, on the door, that he might be a little bit older. Maybe he's retired and just doesn't have anything better to do. I don't know, but there's no excuse for this. There really isn't. There's no excuse for ignorance, and this man is ignorant. That's all it comes down to. This woman is amazing, though. 10 out of 10, would recommend, 5 very enthusiastic stars.
So you need my permission to make money off of my name and my likeness.
Here you go.
Look at the terms of service on YouTube.
Okay. Look at these. Look at these. Take it.
You look at the terms of service on YouTube.
I brought this for you to have.
That's okay. I know the terms of service on YouTube. And if you want to take the name, the likeness, the voice of anyone in this building, you need to have a waiver and their permission.
Okay.
So if you don't get that, then you can't put it up there.
Oh, since when?
Have you read it?
Are you the same like an employee across the street at the bar and license?
If they don't know their rights, that's not my job.
I see you
Good
did
answer.
this stuff since I've been here before. Didn't you?
Doesn't matter. So I'm going to ask you to leave because you don't have a waiver
Okay.
and you don't
Does
have
the
permission.
public have the ability to come back and use the computer? I've seen it on
Customers.
Yes, customers have the ability to come back and use this. I can go anywhere a customer can go.
Nope, not if you are impeding their rights and their privacy. So
Am I impeding somebody's rights or privacy?
I saw the video and I saw that you did impede the privacy.
Who?
And that's why your video is not up there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Emotional damage.
So
Boom.
I'm going to ask you to leave because you interfere with customer service.
I'm not
behavior.
interfering with anything.
And when you film someone's private information without their permission,
I didn't film anybody's private information.
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
did.
ask you to leave. You do not have my permission to film.
Okay.
And so if you put it up, I will take it down again on privacy rights.
Okay. Well, you could ask me to leave, but
I know. I'm asking you to leave.
I don't have to.
Well, you cannot post a video of my name, my voice, my likeness without my permission.
Okay. We'll see about that.
And I'll just take it down again.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Your claim to making an audit, a constitutional audit, is fraudulent because your point is to make ad money. That's what your point
My point is to keep government employees in line.
No.
Yes.
Your purpose, you didn't answer when I asked if you were going to put it online and make money off of it.
So? I don't have to answer to you. You're a government employee.
No. I'm going to ask you to leave.
And I'm going to politely...
This isn't a government building. We rent from a private owner. We don't own this building. And so under case law, I can ask you to leave.
But this is a government... This is run by a government agency.
We lease it.
Okay.
So it's actually private property.
But it becomes public when you're the government.
It doesn't.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Incorrect.
Okay, call the police then if you want. Call the police. Because I'm going to be here.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
Okay, you can ask me to leave.
You need to sit over in the customer area.
Customers can come back here. It's listed. I can't go back there, and I'm not trying.
You're not a customer. You've already stated that.
Okay, but I've seen customers go back here, so...
But you're not a
I can be
customer.
back here.
You've stated you're not a customer.
Yeah, sure I am. It doesn't matter.
I am going to find a way to send this woman Starbucks, one way or the other, because she deserves that and so much more. This is beautiful.
Yeah, well put. We're just going to call this, I don't know this lady's name, but kudos to her. That guy, Joe, I mean, he was a pussy. But this lady, I mean, she owned that frauditor like a boss. I think we ought to nickname her Final Boss. And good job to the Lucid Dream. I mean, excellent video.